When you watch news, browse social media, what do you see? Political conflicts, religious tensions, growing divisions globally. These aren't new issues, but they seem more pronounced today. Why? For much of the 20th century, scholars predicted that as societies modernized, religion would fade away. But the opposite is true. Pew research shows that 84% people globally identify with a religious group, and this percentage is rising. The Treaty of Westphalia, that ended 30-year war in Europe, established this idea and policy that in separating religion from politics and by prioritizing religion from public sphere, we might have a solution. But research showed that it might have unintentional consequences because instead of resolving this conundrum and conflict, it sometimes amplifies it because contemporary research shows that excessive restriction on religious thought gives sometimes excessive leverage to fundamentalist forms of religion. Studies, including one from University of Oslo conducted in 2017, show that societies where religious voices are restricted, radical groups often represent themselves as advocates of freedom and their fight is fight against oppression. So, do we have a solution? We need to ponder upon a few questions. What is limiting multiculturalism or full potential of multiculturalism in diverse societies? Why there is resurgence of religions globally, and why there is resurgence of political religious conflicts globally? And how we can coexist without suppressing voices and without creating a homogeneous society. Philosophers like John Rawls suggest that it is authoritarian nature of religious language or religious rhetoric that limits its potential to be included in public discourses. So we need to have some kind of filter, but we don't have any filter yet. So is there any alternative? My research suggests that instead of creating or finding a filter to translate religious language into secular language, we just need to understand the nature of religious language or religious rhetoric. So my research showed that the unique nature of religious language is certainly metaphysical, but it is not authoritarian. Actually, it is aimed at convincing masses or gaining comprehensive assent that makes it looks authoritarian. So to create inclusive societies, we need not to suppress religious or secular voices. Instead, we have to reapproach this conundrum and devise or invent a solution where we could coexist and where we could have a discourse on different issues of contemporary world to resolve them.